Hey everybody, it's Clinton here. I'm joined today by Alex from Kennametal. Thank you so much for joining us. I'd like to start off by talking a little bit about our partnership. Now, you've been kind enough to join ModuleWorks' strategic partner program. Tell me a little bit about why did you do that? What's the value you saw in that partnership that you joined a couple of years back?
Okay, yeah, thanks for having me, first of all. So really, I was in this from the beginning. So we first attended a MIG conference in Aachen, where we really got to know ModuleWorks. We wanted to understand what does ModuleWorks actually do for the industry? How does it work? And for us, it really became clear that ModuleWorks can be a perfect partner, getting in touch into the CAM industry, understanding, how we can collaborate more, how we can bring our tooling know-how. So that was really the start of it, and has been a great journey so far.
Yeah, so I guess earlier on we were talking about, clearly Kennametal has a great reputation for developing brilliant cutting tools and all of the associated components in there. That's not ModuleWorks' business. We're excellent at creating software algorithms, which is not something you're necessarily great at. So this is like a perfect combination of the specialisms that we provide, the specialisms you provide, and that delivers real value to our end customers, right? I guess that's ultimately why we're in this strategic partner program, to continue to deliver innovative technologies to your customers.
Exactly. I think the tool is very important. The metal cutting, it happens at the cutting edge. So these are where the chips are made. And but we have to work also with the CAM industry to make sure the knowledge gets where it's needed, and also where our customers at the end can use it. So it was really natural for us to work with ModuleWorks. And like you said, bringing all these partners together and, really working face to face, on the same level. That is, I think, where we can together transform the industry and, create the benefit at the end of the day for the customers.
So one great example of this in terms of technology is SmartRoughing. So I know it's technology that's relatively new, and Kennametal played a huge role in helping ModuleWorks to develop this. Now, I'm from a machining background. I understand the physics behind area clearance and roughing strategies. So how is SmartRoughing different to any other roughing algorithm that you could get in any other CAM software product?
Okay, yeah. So SmartRoughing is really great technology. We are happy that we were involved in the development there. When I try to explain it internally in Kennametal, I always try to use an analogy. SmartRoughing is a little bit like you want to automate, a race car driving on a racetrack. You want to go as fast as possible, but of course you don't want to crash. You don't want to be driven out of the track. And SmartRoughing is somehow similar. It takes into consideration your tool, your machine, and it really will run as fast as possible, but still safe. And all of that is being automated by really understanding the physics of the machining, of the tool. And that's the cool thing. That's the paradigm shift that we are actually leveraging that physics engine and making sure it works. And we can only do it together with ModuleWorks.
And you were saying earlier, it's not just based on the theory, the physics, the theory of the physics of the cutting. You've actually carried out tests in lab environments to find the limits of what your cutting tools can achieve with different combinations of machines, different combinations of spindles and different materials. So I guess ultimately that's delivering real confidence to your end customers that the SmartRoughing algorithm is going to deliver really reliable results when they come to use them on their machine tools.
Yeah, that was always our approach. We want to make this safe. Like we are telling the customers actually which feeds and speeds to use, which step overs, but we have to test it. It needs to be validated. So we took endless hours of machining time in our labs to really make sure it's robust, and at the end of the day, it makes our customers more productive and effective.
And is SmartRoughing a tool that is going to be ideally suited to experienced CAM programmers or people that are new? What do you think is the sweet spot for somebody making use of SmartRoughing?
Okay, so I believe it is really independent of what kind of customer is using it. It really wants to give the operators, the CAM programmers, the right tools at hand so that they can run more productive. So we internally say we want to make the operator like the superhero of every company again. Basically, the one that is really driving the productivity. And I think it can work in many industries, so I don't see a limit there. Of course, it's not for super complex parts right now,
Sure.
but something where we can develop in the future.
Brilliant. So it's taking all that guesswork out, hopefully making a machinist's life just that little bit less stressful. I love the idea of making them a superhero. That's exactly what we want to celebrate. So that's brilliant. So obviously SmartRoughing is a great example of technology that's available today.
Yeah.
And obviously we're proud to support that in various CAM products. What do you think's coming in the future? What's Kennametal's vision of digitalization of manufacturing in the next year to 5 years? What can we expect to see from the Kennametal group?
Okay, so I think SmartRoughing is really the first step for us on this journey, but there's a lot more. Like, of course, there are some obvious short-term things that we want to deliver, like more of our tools, indexable tools, maybe turning tools, make them available digitally.
Yep.
But in the future, we also want to go more, look at the whole manufacturing sequence, really understand for parts from the aero or from automotive, what is the best way you can manufacture them, and codifying that knowledge into a CAM system, making it available together with ModuleWorks. This is something that we are really excited about. Hopefully we can work on it in the next
I think we are too. I think it's a great combination of the expertise that ModuleWorks has developed over the decades in algorithm development, clearly your knowledge and expertise in cutting tools. We can combine that with great machine tools that clearly we partner with as well. I see only good things coming. And of course, there's an emergent need for digitalization across all of those different component parts of the manufacturing process. So no, it's exciting to see how Kennametal is helping shape that future. So thank you so much for your time today, Alex. I do appreciate it. And with that, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for your time.